bueno, dentro de nada llega a la cartelera española Elysium, una magnífica película basada un poco en District 9 y espero que lo paséis genial hasta ahora.
Matt, enhorabuena por la peli, me pareció que explora la realidad con mucha certeza. El 99% de gente lo pasamos mal y luego el 1% se venga a disfrutar, no es justo, ¿verdad?
And Neil said that before. He said, it's not about the future, it's about the world that we live in. And I think great sci-fi movies or action adventure movies, they do that. They'll create a world, but it's got to apply to the world that we live in so that the audience can relate.
Se me ocurre, como tienes 4 hijas, si escoges a veces guiones pensando en ellas, o eso te da igual.
I always assume that they'll see all of them someday, So I mean, I'll do a movie like Happy Feet 2, so they can see it now. But if I can get a great movie like this, that's obviously not appropriate for my 7-year-old girl. I know that that someday she'll see this one.
El mundo de Elysium es intenso. A mí no me gustaría vivir allí. La Tierra es muy dura y el planeta, ese satélite, es demasiado estricto, ¿no?
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, no, I mean, neither of them look like great options necessarily, but I think he wanted to take him to those total extremes. Like Elysium is the ultimate gated community, like on steroids, like beyond anything that we have here on planet Earth. Whereas the resource-starved Earth, third world Earth, is kind of like the worst things that you will see here on planet Earth.
Matt, teniendo en cuenta que has producido miles de millones para Hollywood a través de tu trabajo, ¿te sientes a veces como una máquina de hacer dinero? ¿Como un cajero automático, a lo mejor, como un banco o algo así?
Investors.
I hope so. No, I mean, look, I think that I don't... Every movie's different, and I think every movie, you're always one movie away from not, I mean, it's just so impossible to know, and I don't think it's ever a fait accompli. There's no movie star today where people just go to the movie no matter what. It's not like it once was. I think people really make a decision each time out based on the materials and the trailer, and that can always change. And I hope that this movie does really well. I hope it does really well because it's a big original movie, and there aren't making very many big original movies right now. And if this one does well, then it makes it easier for the next, auteur director to come along and make a big original movie.
El mensaje está muy bien, ¿eh?
We just exploded the room with that question.
El mensaje está muy bien, ¿eh?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's really cool and really resonant with the world we're living in today. And it's like District 9. I think Neil's so good at giving these movies a soul and thematically making them really strong, giving real strong underpinning to these stories, but at the same time not hitting you over the head with anything and making a really just big, entertaining movie.
Algunos medios de comunicación montan esta historia de que Hollywood es súper divertido, que hay miles de fiestas. No sé, yo vivo aquí, pero nunca me invitan a nada. ¿A ti te pasa lo mismo?
Me neither.
It's so boring.
Yeah, no.
¿Cómo es tu día a día?
I think it's probably as normal as anybody else's. I've got 4 kids, and they, 3 of them have no idea what I do for a living. So it's like, it's when you're a dad, that's all of the energy kind of goes there, and I don't. My father once joked with me. He called me up and he said, I was just laughing with your brother because he's like, you remember we used to watch The Honeymooners together? We used to love that show. And I said, yeah. And he goes, see, Jackie Gleason, he drove a bus, but when he got home, he was the king of his castle. He goes, and that's the opposite of you. You go out and you're treated like a big deal movie star, and then you get home and you don't run anything. He goes, those kids walk all over you. He said you're the opposite of Jackie Gleason. So I think that's your kids can humble you pretty easily.